find in the back of the closet. John, 33 years ago, Pete Rozelle and the commissioner, Roone Arledge, then the head of ABC Sports, got together amidst much skepticism, had this crazy idea called Monday Night Football. I think it worked out.
I'll tell you, it's something that has been super, and it just seems to get more exciting all the time. And I know that, one of the first questions I was asked when I started on Monday Night ABC by friends, they would say, "Are you going to wear that yellow blaze?" And I said, "Heck no, they haven't worn those things in years." And here we are.
Now it's official. Next week they're back in the closet. Tonight's game is a beauty. The last time we saw the Denver Broncos on the last night of September, they had a meltdown. They lost to Baltimore, but a month later, a lot of people think they're the best team in the AFC.
And a lot of that is Mike Shanahan. I remember after that Baltimore game, I said, what happened in that game will never happen again because Mike Shanahan won't let it happen. And you just watch him in the last couple of games. Brian Griese looks so comfortable. I mean, he does everything. I mean, he's back there. He's handing off. He's running the club. He's audibleizing. He's throwing. And he looks like the Brian Griese of 2 years ago. And watching him practice the other day, I was just thinking, these guys are coming off a bye, and they're awfully fresh.
Meanwhile, the Raiders at the end of September, a lot of people felt they were 4-0. Looked great offensively. A lot of people were making them their Super Bowl favorites. Now they've lost 4 straight since, and a lot of the players are saying tonight's a make-or-break game.
Yeah, and they're in a hole. And you know how you always say about great players have to come up big in big games? I think the great players also have to come up big when they're in a hole. And I think that the Jerry Rices and the Rich Gannons and the Tim Browns and the Charles Woodsons and these great players that the Raiders have, if they're going to do it, have to pull them out of this slump starting tonight.
A lot of future Hall of Famers on the field, and why not? It's a celebration. It started in 1970, and here we are in the 33rd season, the 500th Monday in Denver.
Colorado, and I'll tell you, that confetti is really nice and out of sight. I really have had fun.
And the Raiders open with 3 wideouts. On first down, Gannon to the air immediately, and Rice makes the catch. And Jerry Rice has now caught a ball in 250 consecutive games. And when you do the math on that, that's more than 15 complete seasons. Fake to Garner. Gannon's going to run, something he hasn't been doing a lot of this season, and gets close to a first down. Let's take a look at the Denver defense, and they've been good. John Ritchie and Zach Crockett in the backfield, and the Raiders have converted each of their 3rd and 1s this season, and they do so again here as Crockett takes the ball into Bronco territory.
This is probably where they should have been all the time.
Gannon going to the air again on first down. To the outside, throws and hits Doug Jolly, the tight end, and Jolly picks up 9, just short of the first down. They'll spot the ball at the 41, tackled by 25 Denard Walker. And 1 at the 41 on the game's opening drive. And through the middle, Garner gets hit, and then gets hit again and taken down for a loss of a couple. So Charlie tried to probe the middle and couldn't, and is tackled back at the 42-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 2 coming up. Charlie Garner offset in the backfield. After the timeout, Gannon under pressure, spinning away, and Gannon is able to get across the 40, picking up the first down. He is in the backfield.
Rich Gannon is making an audible here. He said, this is the toughest part of the play in here.
The pump fake and then a sidearm swing to Wheatley, and Price is in on the coverage, taking him down at the 30-yard line. And so you'll see Price sometimes blitzing, sometimes playing the run, and sometimes dropping into pass coverage as he did there.
And they really haven't shown it since until right there.
Here's Garner now behind Ritchie, and Garner gets taken down at the 29-yard line by the middle linebacker Al Wilson. In the thin mile-high air, Janikowski's kick is perfect. So the Raiders have the benefit of the short field after the opening kickoff goes out of bounds. Janikowski cashes in. Oakland 3, Denver nothing. Sends it to the 3, drop, picked up. And Montgomery with a good run back. Breaking tackles and all the way out to the 37-yard line as we meet the Denver offense. The Raider D after Portis loses 1, and now Portis On a 2nd and 6, takes it out to the 50-yard line behind a Mike Anderson block. And
Portis can do it with speed also.
And he's become a decent receiver. Greasy is pressured, but he gets the pass off to Rod Smith. And Smith picks up 9 before Charles Woodson, who missed several games because of a fractured shoulder, makes the tackle. Led the league in pass rating 2 years ago. Portis takes the toss, and then 2nd and short, picks up a first down and a lot more to the 29-yard line, following Matt Lepsis for a 12-yard pickup.
Yeah, it's been played on the same side with Too Tall Jones, and he caused a lot of it.
What a difference that made. Rod Smith makes the catch, takes it to the 23, where he's tackled by Charles Woodson.
I know I have to bump Shannon all day. He's going to catch the pass. You always have to hit him.
Smith was shaken up. He comes out for this play as Clinton Portis takes it around the left side and gets inside the 20 and is out of bounds with a first down at the 18. Years ago was the #1 guy, is in the game. Fake toss. Greasy buys time. Soft little lob to Sharp. Inside the 10, picks up the first down with a first down and goal. Harris and Barton.
You know, and that's that same bootleg that we saw Brian Greasy do earlier.
It's second down and goal as Greasy drops straight back, throws, picked off at the 2-yard line. Intercepted by Rod Woodson. And Woodson is into Bronco territory. And Rod Woodson, can he be chased down by Smith? Not until he scores. Touchdown Raiders.
There is an example of a big player making a big-time play in a big game. They're on the 4-yard line. The Broncos are going in. And instead of getting a touchdown, Rod Woodson jumps right in front of Clinton Portis, and he takes off. You think Rod Woodson can't run anymore? He's going to take it all.
In Pittsburgh, this one, 98 yards. And the Raiders go up 10-0.
He said there was no penalty, so that's why they're at this position.
From the 17-yard line, Gannon in the pocket, throws, low throw caught by Brown. And Tim Brown, Heisman Trophy winner in '87 at Notre Dame, takes it out to the 36 for a first down. And throws over the middle and throws a strike into the chest of Doug Jolly, the tight end, across the 50 to the 48-yard line. Gannon to the outside again. This one is caught by Jerry Porter, the #3 wide receiver. And Jerry Porter takes it inside the 20-yard line for a first down, forced out by Kenoy Kennedy. 9. Denver backs off. They rush 2, drop 9. And Gannon is going to pack it in, but not for much. He takes it to the 14-yard line. John Mobley stops him there. Now Janikowski will come out to try to make it 13-0.
Yes.
32-yard attempt by Janikowski is good. 12:09 of the half. And the Raiders in a game many of them say is make or break, or making it so far 13-0. The old Mile High Stadium, Raiders Broncos had to be. Big John, where'd you get that shirt?
I don't know. Had those stripes. I was kind of stretching those stripes a little.
Well, there was Blanda kicking a field goal to put you ahead, but then Jim Turner bangs that through at the end. A 23-23 tie.
Right, and that was before the days of overtime, and if a game ended in a tie, that's exactly what it was.
Overtime came in the next year. Here's Clinton Portis now up to the 40-yard line. Let's check in with Melissa.
Well, Al, a couple of injury updates for the Broncos. Tight end Shannon Sharp has a partial dislocation of his right elbow. He is done for the rest of the night. And Pro Bowl defensive tackle Chester McLaughlin, he twisted his back. He's expected to return.
So that's a big loss with Sharp, and Dwayne Carswell comes in to replace him, and the catch is made here by Rod Smith to move the chains. First down at the 46-yard line. Out on this 1st and 10 now from the 45-yard line. Greasy rolling right, all kinds of time, hit as he throws, and then the pass is incomplete, and there's a flag down.
He said he don't know how long he'll be able to play.
Defense, number 24, 5 yards, automatic.
John, here's a guy, you can hear him say he ran into me. And Rod Smith. Greasy hangs in the pocket and throws a strike, a perfect strike to Ashley Lallee on 2nd and long for a first down at the Oakland 37.
Broncos had a bye.
Bill Callahan, the first-year head coach of the Raiders, watching Greasy on 2nd and 11, throw off his back foot, and it was Portis trying to one-hand it, and he couldn't. There's a flag down. Romanowski with the coverage. Be an automatic first down for Denver.
Defense number 22. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
On 2nd and 10. Greasy pressured, and forcing the issue was Romanowski. So Romanowski gets the penetration, creates the incompletion. Colorado. 3rd and 10 from the 33. Greasy under pressure again. Flips it over the middle to Portis. And Portis takes the ball inside the 20 for a first down to the 17-yard line.
His right guard making a block.
Shanahan telling us Portis couldn't catch a cold when he first got him, and now he's a decent receiver. In and around. Ashley Lallee stays on his feet. Gets to the 13-yard line. Fumbled the ball out of bounds to Lawrence Grant and Rod Woodson in on the play. Woodson. And on 2nd down and 5, they give the ball to Anderson, who takes it to the 7, and that's a first down. Mike Anderson, a great story when they picked him in the 6th round in 2000. Comes back into the game with 6:40 to go. That's McCaffrey in motion. Portis. Spin move. Inside the 2, 3rd and goal. Broke out of an Eric Barton tackle. And goal. There's some drones in motion. Keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Portis. Action this Saturday. First down for the Raiders. Gannon throws. Garner makes the catch. Charlie gets 5 to the 25, where Ian Gold, the man who created the situation where Romanowski went to Oakland, makes the stop. Mike Shanahan
Worked together, and of course they both came to the Oakland Raiders together.
3rd down and 4. Gannon under pressure. Chase launches it. It flutters, and wide open is Garner. Gannon was able to buy so much time that Garner somehow got that far behind Kenoy Kennedy and makes the catch.
For 9 men, if you get that much time, Gannon has to get out and run with the ball, and then it's like a scramble drill. And that's what Charlie Garner was doing. He was just running the hook. He sees Gannon get to the outside, and then he takes off. You see no rush here. Now get outside. There's only a 3-man rush. Now get outside. Now go to a scramble drill. That's exactly what they did at
For 12 yards. Wheatley is the running back here. Gannon to throw it again underneath. Caught by Wheatley. Breaks the tackle just for the moment. And then is taken down at the 18-yard line. Garner in motion. Backfield is vacant. Gannon throws, caught 12-yard line, and Jerry Rice, who caught a ball on the first play from scrimmage in the game tonight, makes his second grab. Now, Denver has none from the 12-yard line. Gannon throws, caught by Rice, who gets dragged down at the 7-yard line by Al Wilson. 16, keep going to the well. Gannon, little fade into the end zone, caught by Jerry Rice for the 200th touchdown of his career. What symmetry. 500 Mondays, 40 Mondays for him, 200 touchdowns for him, 250 straight games catching a pass. Gannon to the back of the end zone, caught, pulled in by Jerry Porter for the deuce. And no helmet for the tight end. And Greasy's going to be taken down in the arms of Trace Armstrong. Raiders back at the 4. Gannon, another completion, caught by Garner. Rich Gannon tonight is now 17 of 18. The only incompletion was actually caught, a pass that was caught by Charlie Garner, who was just barely out of bounds.
Yeah,
Rice, 4 catches, including touchdown number 200. Gannon surveying, throws, caught by Wheatley underneath. And he gets taken down by Ian Gold, close to a first down. They still haven't wound the clock. Now they do. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Gannon. And the delay doesn't bother him one iota. Rice makes his 5th catch of the night. First down at the 29. From the 29 on first down. Gannon. One completion after another. Jerry Rice to the 36. That's a gain of 7 from the 36. Gannon 20 of 21. and that is caught. Yes, Rice makes the catch, straddles the sideline, first down. Raider offensive line doing a magnificent job. Caught. Jolly, tight end, forced out by Ian Gold along the Raider sideline. Good game.
Yes, they are.
Zeros across. 4 and 5, and there is the 15th straight completion. Caught by Roland Williams, and he moves the sticks. First down, 41. Just a three-man rush again. Garner, good move to get away from Gold, and then he takes the ball down to the 35. A little dink here, a little dunk there. And 4 now from the 35-yard line. Gannon pump fake, comes back this way. Another completion. Caught by Tim Brown, and that's a first down. And let's check in with Melissa. Second and 8. Over the middle, caught Jerry Porter for the touchdown. 27 and 28 for 260, and Leckler drops the snap, and then Janikowski tries to turn the corner but can't. In 12 plays, and in a game they have to win, they're up by 20. Unless people are working late.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just the beauty thing with all the lights on.
From the 19-yard line, Monte Rager comes back to the 39. No, an emerging star, making it 27-7, and now Greasy on first down throws. And it's caught by Smith on a slant with under 4 minutes now to play in the third.
Just coming off a bye, and you never know what's going to happen.
On second and 4, never more so as Lilly makes the catch. Jonathan.
That's the best team in the league.
First and 10, Greasy throws. That's caught by Lilly, but they're picking up a little bit of yardage only at a clip. Rod Woodson, who's been in and out of the game. Just like up here right now on second and 5. As Portis with a flag thrown, and that comes from the umpire, normally meaning holding.
The visitor.
Holding. Defense, number 97. 5-yard penalty, automatic.
Eve the 34-yard line. Swing. Portis. And Portis is taken down by Derek Gibson.
Your body says it's basketball season. The schedule says it's halfway.
Salam back in the game. Second and 3. Smith makes the catch. Picks up the first down. Cooper wearing number 75. Here comes Woodson on a blitz. And the catch is made by McCaffrey. So a big key third down conversion to take it to the 10-yard line. 5-8 of 8 for 42 yards. Good protection into the end zone. Dropped. Carswell. Gibson might have gotten a hand on it.
Had trouble with a bull rush.
27-yard attempt. No fake. And the kick is good. So they still need 3 scores. 20. And there it is. Montana's 22 over a 2-game span. Ken Anderson of the Bengals in 82. And Hugh Millen did it over a 2-game span. But Young inside 1 game in 96. Passing formation, obviously. There's number 20. 20 straight. Porter, who scored the last Oakland touchdown, makes this grab. It was such a short pass and an inconsequential play that it wasn't challenged. Does he get 21? And there's the single game record, and it's caught by Charlie Garner. I mean, a lot of these are long handoffs, but they're right there. 29 out of 30 for 272 yards. Throwing on 25 consecutive plays. First and 10, and he one-hops it. It would have tied Montana's record, the overall record, and he one-hopped it. So for the first time tonight, he throws a ball that's not on target. Second and 10 from the 40-yard line. Gannon starts a new streak. Rice and Jerry with that move gets the first down. So Rice catches it about 1.5 yards shy of the marker, and then is able to force his way through and by Delta O'Neal to pick up the first. From the 49-yard line, Gannon throws to Garner, chased by Burt Berry, who knocks him down, but not until he picks up a first down. The reincarnation of Blanda. With Gannon, like Rice, looks like he can go on forever. Doesn't he ever? Touchdown, Gannon to Rice.
Hey, we talked about having his way all night, and he really has. And you watch Jerry Rice run, and maybe not the fastest of receivers, but if he gets out in front and no one ever catches him. And you know, if you watch him run, he has no wasted
Another record for Jerry Rice, which we'll detail when we come back to Denver, where the Raiders lead 34-10. Is a separate category, yards from scrimmage only, which is receiving and rushing. But Jerry now the combined leader as Barton comes crashing through for the sack of Greasy inside the 30.
As you say, Barton comes crashing through unblocked. No.
Seattle, and that's no longer an AFC West game now that the Seahawks are in the NFC West. 3rd and 19. Greasy throws, and Smith tries to stay in. Does he? One official looks at the other.
They're both looking at each other now. They haven't called anything.
Meanwhile, the clock is still running. They 2nd and 10. Gannon, it's incomplete. Flag comes in. And for Jerry Rice.
First 5 yards.
Holding. Defense number 37. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
37.
This game in Monday Night history. And now our man Fred Godelli. Little Monday Night litany as Tim Brown hobbles after he makes the catch.
It all makes sense now.
It's November 11th, of course. Doug Jolly picks up the first down. And past their prime is reaping every benefit tonight. 3rd down and 7. Gannon gets sacked. And the crowd lets out a Bronx cheer. They'll meet in Oakland toward the end of the year. Greasy goes down in the arms of Travian Smith. So for the ball hits, Greasy puts it on the ground and recovers it himself. And then this year,
quietly, and he didn't want people to know about it. He just wanted to do it, and he does everything quietly and efficiently.
Very matter of factly he goes about it, but it's foundation named after his mother.
Down there, and he was going in there on the 4-yard line, fast to go in when Rod Woodson picked that one off.
And Carswell makes the catch and takes it up to the 32-yard line, so they're able to convert on 4th down.
I think so confident, and you felt the Raiders were the other way, and they played just the opposite.
There's a flag down in the secondary, as you see, as Ed McCaffrey makes the catch.
Rod Woodson. He's injured and he plays because he's Rod Woodson.
Here's Rod Smith taking it to the 36-yard line. And 4. And Kansas City 4-5.
And then just be one game out because Oakland will be the only team in the division that won a game this week.
Caught 30-yard line, Ashley Lilly.
No. I think that's the great thing about this league. You never know what's going to happen.
And they'll turn it over on downs. The horse, see blinkers off. Greasy throws. Carswell makes the catch. I was talking about our man Steve Hurt, John, who Greasy converts to Lilly. And tonight, Gannon 34 of 38, which is 89.5%.
Why not just, as Andy Don would say, call in the dogs and put out the fire? The hunt's over.
Well, the crowd has turned the lights out because there can't be more than about 3,000 people left. We saw that on opening night with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we see it all the time. I mean, they do it all the time. I don't understand that part of it.
Speaking of injury, I mean, that's the kind of play that could result in a knee injury right there.
You know, and someone's going to say, well, if you do that, you're giving up.
He's had that kind of a night. He's always full of blood. But it's really the Broncos who are full of blood tonight, because the Raiders come in and rout them 34-10. Back to Rapid after this.